Hey everybody, Neil here from Post to Post. Welcome to Jersey Concept Friday here on the channel. It's the day that we start the weekend right. Every Friday we do Jersey Concepts, and today we've got a bit of a questionable series, I guess. The designer in the community, Jamie, has submitted one called Mashup. I have no idea what that means. Like, I've not seen these before. We're gonna react to these together and have some fun. So mashup could be teams that swap colors. It could be mashup of logos from the past. Who knows? We'll find out. But I did want to tell you about the video that I released yesterday where I started a series redesigning jerseys myself. I'm going team by team in the NHL and starting off with the home jersey and applying some specific rules to how I'm allowed to redesign the jersey. So I'm kind of challenging myself that way, and that series is going to continue over the next couple of months into the summer. So if you've not seen that, it was the Maple Leafs jersey. Go check it out and follow that challenging bit of journey with me, and I will continue to design the jerseys and take your feedback and go from there. So loved it if you could go check out that video. Okay, let's jump in and let's see what Jamie has for us in this mashup, whatever that means. Bringing up the first one's going to be Anaheim. Okay. Well, what is the mashup outside of hockey is what I'm wondering, because I have zero recollection of Anaheim ever using that red, zero recollection of them ever using that dark blue, and zero recollection of them using that light blue. So I am assuming this is the Anaheim Angels colors, although I don't I feel like the dark blue is Anaheim Angels. I don't recognize the light blue for Anaheim Angels, so I'm not exactly sure. I wonder if it's flag related. Anyways, the mashup of colors, regardless of where they come from, has been executed very well here. I actually really love those colors with that logo, and that's a bit of a goofy rendition of the logo. I think the red stroke is maybe a little bit too aggressive on the actual logo, but I actually really like this a lot. I think it's wonderful. I don't know if I would change anything drastic about it in terms of colors or layout. It's their classic, like mid-90s kind of design. Pretty good start. I wasn't sure what to expect, but pretty good start. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, so Arizona. So I guess these were submitted prior to the official move, but Arizona Coyotes, I don't even know what team this is pulled from, if it's pulled from a team. Regrettably, I'm not familiar with a lot of other teams and other sports. I don't really watch a lot of football, baseball, basketball, and all that stuff, so it might be a challenge for me to pick out the specific teams that these colors come from. But I like the jersey itself, like the purple we're used to. We're used to that kind of orange, obviously that kind of off-white, beige-ish color, and that black too. So we're kind of familiar with all these colors in terms of Arizona. Looks pretty good. I'm okay with it. Boston Bruins. Okay, I'm assuming this is the Red Sox. This is challenging, and I've spoke about this before, because this is not the first time that we've talked about, or that's the first time that we've seen a concept or someone doing Boston with the Red Sox colors. I think it looks good, but it's kind of unacceptable at the same time. Like, it looks so strange to see that logo colorized like that, but it does look good. It just feels so unnatural, so I'll leave it at that. Okay, the Buffalo Sabres. I'm assuming there's some Bills influence here. I like that little bit of red in there, because that's not a color that we're not unfamiliar with Buffalo. We are very familiar with the red in Buffalo because of the goat head jersey. It's literally right behind me. It's back there. So we've seen red in Buffalo's history. So why not bring some of that red and implement it into that beautiful blue that they use? And it would match the Bills pretty well. So I'm okay with this jersey. Yep. Okay, the Carolina Hurricanes. I suspect this is Carolina Panthers inspired, and I really like the actual jersey color itself. We're approaching Utah a bit here, but the logo, to me, blending into the background a little bit too much. I kind of wish there was a little bit red. I guess I find myself maybe wishing that this mashup was taking some colors from the NHL team, some colors from whatever other team, MLB, NFL, whatever, and then putting them into the hockey jersey, because I feel like I'm missing some of the red in there. I think that red would make some of the stuff pop in this one, but I like it. Next up, Calgary. I assume the Stampeders from the CFL. Could be mistaken, but this would be quite acceptable for Calgary fans. There's nothing crazy about this. It's not a total color change. I miss the yellow like a little bit, but still it's a pretty good two-tone jersey. That'd be a fine like alternate, honestly. Okay, the Chicago Blackhawks. I think there's Chicago Bears inspiration here. It's a little strange seeing the orange and not the red with the Chicago Blackhawks logo, but this doesn't look bad at all. It gets a little repetitive in terms of striping in the middle, but yeah, this is actually pretty good. I like it. Okay. Oh, jeez. The Columbus Blue Jackets with some Bengals inspiration. This is a little bit aggressive. You have two completely conflicting, like, design categories here. We've got Columbus, which is traditional. Like, their story is traditional. It's very, like, regal almost. And then you have the Bengals, which is the most crazy, modern, high risk design you could probably make. So the combination between the two of something that looks so like respectful, we got the flag on there. There's a lot of pride in the history, and then something a little bit goofy with stripes. So to me, this is a mix that does not work, or a mashup that does not work. Okay, Colorado Avalanche. I'm assuming this is the Denver Broncos kind of touch on this. I mean, it really doesn't look that different. The shoulders have changed. That's pretty much it, other than the specific shade change here that's happened with the burgundy to the orangish red. Yeah, I mean, this is a matchup that works pretty well, I think. Next, the Dallas Stars with the Cowboys inspiration. I will say that I do like the color and arrangement, but I don't like the number on the front. I'm just not personally a fan of that. I know that a lot of people like that. I think I'm in the minority there. People would be okay with numbers on the front of jerseys. Not for me. Want to put a small one, that's totally fine, but a large one to replace the primary logo isn't for me. But I like the idea of this mashup. Like, I think you could do this and just swap the logos. Put the 10 or the number on the arm and then take the main logo and put it on the front. I think it would look pretty good. Okay, Detroit Red Wings, aka Detroit Lions, I think. Detroit fans are going to hate me for saying this, but I really like this. Detroit jersey in blue, like, that looks very good. And the specific shade of blue that the Lions used really complements that white and some of that silver in there. So I'm sorry, Red Wings fans, but I really like this. Okay, the Oilers. This would be the Edmonton, they used to be called the Eskimos. I don't know what they're called now. Not reindeer, but Elks. Edmonton Elks. Yeah, so these colors are, I like, they're very Minnesota Wild, very old school Dallas Stars, but there's not enough of it in the NHL. So I kind of like this little mix mashup here. I think it does kind of complement the logo to be, instead of orange, use yellow. Instead of blue, use green. Like, I think that logo looks really good colored like that, and I don't mind the jersey either. Don't love the striping, but I'm really happy at how the colors really complemented that logo. Okay, Florida. This has to be the Miami Dolphins. Is that a gradient? That's a gradient in the stripe on the arm. Wow. I don't mind the jersey itself. I think the logo loses me completely the way that that's done. It's You lose it. You lose the panther in the middle. You almost have to have some kind of stroke or something in there just to kind of bring him out. He just gets lost in all the color. So yeah, it's an interesting idea. Honestly, I think the execution of the stripes with the gradient is plausible because it's Florida. I could see them using a gradient, but I'm not sure. I'm on the fence here. Okay, next, the Kings, the Los Angeles Kings, the Rams. Wow, this is incredibly aggressive. I'm not even sure what to think about this. A specialty jersey, or like a stadium series, maybe. I don't know. But like, if you think about this whole process, as we go through this, you might think, well, this is a little bit silly, isn't it, Neil? Like, taking colors from a team that's not even in the NHL and using it on the city team, like, that's never going to happen. It's already happened. It's already happened. So what we're seeing in these concepts here isn't really that impossible. Example being the Montreal Canadiens Reverse Retro 2.0 jersey. That used the colors from the now long gone Montreal Expos, that light blue. That's where that light blue came from. It came from another sports team that's not hockey. So you might think this is a little bit silly, and it is a little bit silly, but it's possible. Like maybe not this specific design that we're looking at right now, but the idea behind it, some of the color implementation, possible, very possible. Next, this is very strange to look at, the Minnesota Wild, which is basically the Los Angeles Kings Reverse Retro 1.0 jersey. Striping is different, shoulders, it's different, okay, but it's still that jersey. Clearly, this is the Minnesota Vikings inspired jersey. I like it a lot, but it's so close to LA that if LA didn't exist, this would be like the best jersey ever for me. But because LA exists, I can't like it more, but I do really like it, and I think that Minnesota Wild fans would probably like it too, just as a fun little alternate or something. Okay, next the Montreal Canadiens. I assume that the colors here are taken from the Montreal Alouettes. I mean, really, it's not that different color wise. The shade of the blue is different. I think the red is pretty close, if not identical. I'd have to go look at the hexadecimal codes between the two teams. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty close to color, Montreal Canadiens colors. So that works for me. I don't love the jersey design though. I feel like I'm missing something on the shoulders, and it's weird seeing that logo floating there. This has to be the Jets. I assume. Where do the Jets play? I had no idea that the Jets stadium is in New Jersey. I did not know that. I thought it was by LaGuardia Airport, but I guess I'm thinking of Citi Field. That's interesting. Learn something new every day. So, yeah, this jersey honestly looks pretty good. For one main reason is that the New Jersey Devils have used green in their past, all the way back to 1982 when they first joined the league. They had green in their jerseys, in their logo and stuff. So seeing that there is not unusual. The lack of red is unusual, but just the green and just the white, I actually really like this. That would be a stellar alternate jersey. So I like this mashup. Okay, next. The Nashville Predators, probably the Tennessee Titans, are the inspiration here. This feels very early Reebok. Yeah, I'm not even sure how to describe it. I apologize if you hear anything, a noise in the background. It's raining really hard here, so the water is dripping down the outside wall there. So apologies for that. But yeah, don't love this one. Like the logo colorized like that. That bit of red in there is pretty cool, but other than that, no. The Islanders with inspiration from the Mets. Okay, yeah, okay, got that one right. Not for me at all. I don't like that textual style font or that textual style logo. There's not enough striping. It's a little bit too baseball for me. Next, well, speaking of baseball, my goodness, the New York Rangers, aka the New York Yankees. This is too crazy for me. This is an immediate no, just because it's too wild, and it's very referee like as well. So yeah, I don't know about this one. The Senators, is this the Red Blacks? Maybe not. Or is it the Ottawa 67s? I'm not sure. Maybe a bit of both. I don't know where that kind of plaid pattern comes from, but it's not for me. I don't like that pattern on there. It feels a little bit goofy. Plus, you have kind of two logos on top of one another. They're really kind of fighting for attention. They don't really have a great relationship there. So this would be a miss for me. Okay, the Philadelphia Flyers with the Eagles. I like that color of green that the Eagles use is so good. It is one of the best colors out there ever. But that logo does not complement it very well. I think the logo kind of just needs redesigned and needs just a little bit more attention. But the rest of the jersey is fine. Okay, the Pittsburgh Penguins with some Steelers stuff going on in the back of the logo. And I think that's actually okay. I kind of like that a little bit. It adds a bit of interest to the logo. Striping's totally fine, very Pittsburgh, right? So yeah, this one's good. Okay, Seattle Kraken, Seattle Seahawks, I guess. It feels a little bit unfinished, almost on the bottom. Like I don't mind the shoulders, but there almost needs to be something either below the logo, like more striping at the bottom or something, or that the stroke on the logo is too thick. It just something looks off about the logo in that area. Next, the San Jose Sharks. I guess this would be the 49ers. Yeah, I guess San Francisco 49ers just up the bay there. And I like if we could just keep the Sharks logo untouched. Keep the teal in there, keep it originally colored, but put it on the red. I would like to see that just to see how it would look. I think it would look better. Right now, I think it loses me a bit being colored like that. Okay. The St. Louis Blues. Absolutely no idea what this team is, what this inspiration is from. Is it the Cardinals? I mean, yeah, I guess it's gotta be the Cardinals, right? The red looks a little bit off, but yeah, I like it. I know Blues fans wouldn't be happy. Kind of same with the Detroit fans when I said I like that. There's no blue in here, so it's a lot of red. I shouldn't really like this. It's almost as if St. Louis and Detroit swapped their concepts. The logo would fit the color. But in both situations that we actually have here, colors that shouldn't work for a team, like blue in Detroit and red here in St. Louis, although St. Louis has used red, I think both work, and I really like this one actually a lot. I don't love the striping, but I like that logo colorized like that in white on red. I think that looks pretty good. Whoa, okay, Tampa Bay. Is this the Buccaneers? Yep, it sure is. And the rest of the jersey, other than the logo, I could get on board with. I just don't think that the logo pops enough on that. It's got to be white, maybe with that kind of really orangish, reddish kind of color as like a stroke or something. But as is, I want it to be white. Toronto Maple Leafs. This is likely the Toronto Argonauts, probably, or the Blue Jays, I guess. But this is pretty cool. I like that dark logo on a lighter blue. I don't know how Toronto has not done that yet. Maybe not this, like, I'm not sold on the arms and the stripes, but you got me on the blue. Like, this needs to happen as an alternate jersey. Just take Toronto's home jersey and put a lighter blue like this on it and call it a day. Like that would be very well received. And that's another plug to go watch the video that I just that I just made about me redesigning the jersey. Moving on to Utah. I don't know what other sports team is in Utah other than the Jazz. Does Utah have a football team? I don't think so. Do they have a baseball team? I don't think so. I thought the Jazz used purple. It doesn't matter. It's fine. It's a fine jersey. I mean, this was created before their actual branding, so we'll give this one a pass. The Vancouver Canucks with the, I think, BC Lions from the CFL colors. I actually really like this. I would change the color of the bottom of the Orca to not be orange because it flows in with the background too much. But I do like the arrangement of colors on the jersey, and I do like their logo recolorized like that, minus the bottom part. So fix the bottom part. That's a cool jersey. Next, the I almost said Los Angeles Kings because of the colors. Jeez, the Vegas Golden Knights with the Raiders colors. Okay, there's nothing to say here. It's pretty basic. And we've got the Winnipeg Jets with the Winnipeg Blue Bombers from the CFL colors. I really like this a lot. I think that is beautiful. I don't know if I'd keep the gold. I might want to see it the silver, but I really like the stripes, and that complements nicely with the blue. Like that one a lot, actually. Good job, Jamie. And next, the Washington Capitals, or the Commanders, or Commandos, or whatever the heck they call that team. Don't even care. Yeah, I like the jersey, but again, it's kind of the logo. I would probably make the logo white, or maybe kind of implement some kind of Washington Capitals colors in there, maybe a bit of the red and the blue or just something. But I love the burgundy or the maroon in the background. That's pretty good. Well, I know my top. Like, the Anaheim one is really good, if not my favorite. It is like those colors really work there. I think that's great. So we'll put it in the top 3 for sure. I have to definitely give a little bit of a shout out to Detroit, even though that's going to annoy Detroit fans again. The Edmonton logo probably needs a bit of a shout out, I think, there as well. The New Jersey one, I think, would be a really great alternate, actually. I really like that a lot. And what was the other one? The Winnipeg. Yeah, I really like the Winnipeg one. Like, quite a bit, actually. I think that would be very well received. So I'll say Winnipeg one is my favorite. It's minor tweak there with the plane. So Jamie, very interesting series that you have for us there. That is, it wasn't exactly what I was expecting when you said mashup. So I love to be surprised. Thank you so much for sending those in. Everyone in the community, if you did enjoy this, leave your comments down below and let Jamie know what was your favorites. Give him some constructive feedback. And yeah, hope you have a great start to your weekend. And if you do enjoy these kinds of videos, hockey in general, designs, would love to have you on board. If you're new, hit the subscribe button down below. And I know it's cliche, but hitting that like button does help the channel quite a bit and help myself. So if you did enjoy the video, hit the like button. And we'll talk to you very soon, coming up in a couple of days. Adios.